Okay, 13 to 16. List the transformations of the parent function. This right here is a reflect over x-axis. The 1/3 is a horizontal stretch. The -6, the opposite of -6 is +6, so I'm going to go right 6, and the -4 is down 4. So I'll reflect over the x-axis, a horizontal stretch of 1/3, and I'm going right 6 and down 4. Okay, right here, the negative will be a reflect over the x-axis. The 8 will be, that's your A term, that's going to be a vertical stretch. That's going to make your parabola thinner, steeper. And the +1, there's no left or right number, so the +1 is going to be up 1. So there's just 3 transformations. You don't have a right or left number there. Okay, find the vertex and state the minimum maximum value. Okay, we need to put this in standard, so we're going to move the 6x and the 6 over. So -x squared, and then 4x minus 6x is -2x, plus 6 is -7 equals 0. My A is equal to -1, my B is equal to -2, and my C is equal to -7. And I need to use the vertex, or the x of the vertex, of -b over 2a. So negative parentheses, my B is -2, all over 2 parentheses -1. So my B is -2 and my A is -1. I have 3 negatives here, so this is going to end up being -1. Okay, so I know I have a -1 for my x. Now then I'm going to plug -1 in the equation. So -1 squared minus 2 parentheses -1 minus 7. So I got my x for my vertex, or my axis of symmetry is -1. I'll plug -1 into the x's. Okay, -1 times -1 is +1, and then multiply that by negative, you get -1. -2 times -1 is a +2, and then a -7, and I get -6, don't I? So right here, my vertex will be -1, comma -6. And this graph opens down, doesn't it? So this is going to be a max. So I found my vertex, and I labeled it as a max or min. Okay, over here, I'm going to move the 2x to the 8x and the 22 to the 15. So 8x minus 2x is 6x. And then move the 22 over. 22 minus 15 is +7 equals 0. So my A is equal to 1, my B is equal to 6, and my C is equal to 7. Use -b over 2a. That's going to be -6 over 2 times 1, which is going to be -3 in it. So I'm going to go back and plug in -3 into the equation. So I got my -3 for -b over 2a. That gives me the axis of symmetry, or the x-coordinate of the vertex. I'll plug -3 back in. -3 times -3 is 9. 6 times -3 is -18. And plus 7. 9 plus 7 is 16. 16 minus 18 is -2. So my vertex would be -3, comma -2. This graph opens up, so it is a min.